Hello everyone, very good afternoon to each and every person, guys. I think my voice is audible. Please respond to me in a chat box. Yeah. So thank you for the response. So I think everyone can hear my voice. So we will discuss today about the data configuration. Before going to that, yesterday we have left with some concept, right? So yesterday we have discussed about the data modeling. In that we have created applications and modules. So in that particularly we have discussed how we are going to view the roles for application as well as modules and how we are going to override our application role. So, but we haven't seen that how we are going to get the access for the data that is inside that module. Okay. So first we will see that. Then after I'm going to start data configuration. In that particularly, I am going to explain you the first topic called field dependency. So then after I'm going to tell you what are the tasks that you people need to complete, and I'm going to demonstrate you guys because got to know that most of you people still starting that particular now learning account. You haven't completed one course as well from that particular now learning book. Okay. So today I'm going to explain you how you are going to enroll for each and every course and how you are going to start working on that course and how you are going to complete that course. Okay. So I will take one courses as an example with one task in that particular courses. So then after you people need to complete that as comes to our daily schedule that has been there for you. Okay. So before starting my lecture, I'm going to wait for 5 more minutes because still the count is been increasing. Students are still joining. So let them come and then after we will start our session. I think a few of you people got the mails from the Smart Interns guys about selecting the project from our particular courses that we have. Okay. So I will tell that tomorrow. So how you can enroll that and how you can check your own project and how you can start working on the project. So I'm going to explain that in tomorrow's class. So because tomorrow is about the project orientation, right? So in tomorrow's class, I'm going to explain that. But as coming to today's class, we are going to work on our concepts. Rohini, what is the major issue that you're facing? Like you need to complete that using college email ID or your personal email ID? Coming to this particular program, I already told that you people need to always use the mail ID that you have used for the registration of the particular course from the app sheet. Okay. So the same mail ID that you have used over there, that is the mail ID that you need to keep for the now learning as well as for the IBM course that you are doing, as well as from the smart internet side also. The form that you are filling from the our side. Okay. So then use that one only. Then always try to use college email ID only for each and every course enrollment. Okay. Yeah, so attendance will be valid if you go with the personal mail ID or college mail ID. I already told that attendance we are going to take care of with your emails that we have. Okay, because we already have your college email ID as well as personal email ID. We can track your attendance. Um, Gangotri, I already told that if you are facing any kind of technical issues like about the content or about the smart entrance platform or about the accessing the courses, okay, so that you can directly contact to the support mail that I have been shared yesterday itself. Okay, that is teamsip@smartbridge.com. Okay, so you can contact to that mail so that support team people will help you. Yeah, everyone do get the mail, guys. No need to worry. Just now we have started issuing that. So everyone will do get the mail about the project selection. So please be patient. And also one more important thing I want to tell is like some of you people are coming from the different registration and listening these particular classes. Okay. So if anyone are there in such kind of a scenario that you want to shift your track, then please tell your name, mail IDs, and whatever the important details that you need to share so that I can transfer your track from the any other course to the ServiceNow admin. Okay. Because I already got 3 mails from you guys yesterday. So I already taken that and asked them about that particular issue. So it is possible to change the track of a student. Okay. Yeah, Yasin, no problem. So we are going to work on that particular only. So we are going to continue the topic. Then after we will go with the new topic that we have. So from you guys, if you are not able to get any mail from our side, that means you haven't registered for this course. Okay. If you already registered for our course that you are getting any other track rather than the ServiceNow admin, then you can share your email ID and your details so that we can change the track. Then you can access the courses from the Smart Entrance portal. Okay. If you are already everyone who is there in this particular meet getting the mails from our side, then no issues. If you are not able to get any mail from our side, that means you haven't registered for our courses. You are registering for our courses, but you are getting the different mail. Consider that you are belongs to a different track. Then you people need to change your track. Can I get mouse? Bhavani, what you can do is like please try to contact to the support team. Okay, they will definitely help you out about this attendance as well. Yeah, guys. So let we start our concepts. When are ready, please say yes in the chat. Yep, definitely. I'm going to share that. No problem, Bhavana. So guys, meanwhile, you can confirm that whether you are able to see the screen or not. Please check that and tell me in the Q&A. Yeah, I have shared that in the Telegram group. You can check it out. Kumar Singh. So everyone, even now in the Q&A, I have been shared one email ID, that is the support mail ID that you can contact for. So regarding the attendance and platform issues, what you are facing in detail, you can explain that in the mail and take a screenshot of that and post that to them so that they will clarify it. Okay. I didn't get that, Balaji. Can you clarify the doubt? Yes, guys, please tell me whether you are able to see the screen or not. So before continuing with my scenario, so let me ask one more question regarding the things that we have completed tomorrow. Sorry, yesterday. So yesterday we have created one role. Okay, that is for particularly accessing the application, and we have created one more role, particularly accessing for the modules inside that application, right? So we have used one option, correct? We have used one option that is override application menu role. So we have enabled that particular option to all the modules inside that application. Then after we have assigned that particular role to the user. So what is the exact thing that will appear to the user? Whether he is going to see all the things under that particular application with the application, or he is going to see only the modules data without application. Everyone, please try to respond to me. Got the question? So yesterday at the last moments in the class, we have created one option. Okay. So we have used one option that is application menu override. So we have enabled that particular option to all the modules inside that application. Then whatever the role that we have assigned to the module, that is been given to the user. Okay. So after giving that particular role to the user, what is the main thing that that particular user can see? Whether he's going to see all the things, like he's going to see the application as well as modules inside that, or he's not going to see any application or modules. Everyone, please respond to me. Yeah, so repeat the question. Okay. So my question is, I have one application. For that, I have 5 modules. Okay. So the application role is different and modules role is different. And while creating this particular module, so what I did is like I have used one extra option that is able to override the application role. Okay. So then after what I have decided that whatever the application role that is there, I'm not going to give that to the user, but directly I'm going to give the module role to the user, so that what is the major things that user can see, whether he's going to see the application and the modules inside that, or he is going to see only the modules, or is not going to see any application or any modules? He can see all the modules. That's correct. So that person can see application as well as modules inside that application. Okay, so that is the correct answer, guys. Okay, I got it. So let me show you once again what the thing that I'm telling now. So going to the all here, let me search for my application, that is XYZ Corps. Okay, so this is the application that we created, right? So for this particular application, we have given one role. So you can see here, this is the role that we have given properly to access this application. So to access this application, this person need this role. Okay, the person who is going to access this application, that person need XYZ app role. So this is a role that I have given to the application. This role is mandatory to access this application. If I'm not giving this role, then what happens? That person can't access this application, as well as inside that modules what are there, that person can't even see the modules also. Okay, so here we have discussed about these things, guys. We have directly given one role to the modules as well. So for each and every module, I have decided one role and I have given that role to each and every module to access that particular modules as well. But if I'm not giving any role to the module, okay, so consider that I'm not giving any role to the module. I have given only role for the application. Then if I give that particular role to the user, what is the thing that person can see? Whether he's going to see the application along with modules, or he's going to see only the application, or he's not going to see the application. So previously I have given the module role by giving override option, right? So now my question is, I'm not giving any role to the modules. Okay, I'm not giving any role to the modules, but I'm giving only one role to the application. That role is also given to the user. So if I open that user, if I impersonate to that user, then that person is going to access the application as well as modules inside that, or is not going to access anything from that particularly. Eighteen या 19 So in this case, guys, in this case particularly, the user can see application as well as modules inside that as well, because there is no role for the module to specify. If there is no role for the module, then that person can automatically see the modules inside the application. Okay, if I'm giving the directly the role that is required to access the application, that person can access the application as well as modules inside that application as well, because there are no roles for the modules. Okay, if there are roles for the modules as well, we need to give that roles to the user also, so that that person can access that particular module. Otherwise that person can't access that module. Okay, so now we have discussed about the accessing the applications, and we have discussed about the accessing the modules, how that entire system security is going to work on that particular two data modeling things. Okay, but we have did that, but we haven't seen that how we are going to access the data inside that module. Okay, so that means in particular application, I told that I can call all the tables in that particular application that I have created. Okay, there is no specific tables that can match and that can come to my application. I can call any table that are there in the instance. I can directly call the table and I can directly perform the operations according to the link type that we have in the modules. Okay, so I can decide what is the exact operation that to be displayed on that particular module using the link type, and I also can decide from which table that particular data should be represented. Okay, but so in our case, as coming to the admin, so as an admin, whenever we are clicking on our application, so whenever we are clicking on our application, let me click on the logo here. So go to the application that we have. So here we have different modules here, guys. So In the first three modules, I can see the data is coming from the faculty table. And in the next three modules, data is coming from the student tables. Whereas coming to the faculty, if I click on this list of faculty records, it is directly helping me to navigate to the list of faculty records. Okay. If I click on the module name, it is directly helping me to navigate to the faculty table, and it is also displaying the list of records inside that. Okay. So these are the all the records that we have created, right? These are all the records that we have created. Okay. So let me go with the next one as well. So if I go under the student details and if I click on the list of student records, then it is directly navigating me to access the student table, and it is also displaying the list of records under the student table. So the same thing that is been displayed to us, it is not displaying to the users that we have given. Okay, so the persons, he can access the application with the role, and he can access the modules inside that application with the role that we have given to the user. Okay, so we have created two users, right? Test user 5, test user 6. So here test user 5 is able to access the application as well as modules inside that, and whereas coming to the test user 6 also can access the application as well as modules inside that. But the case is different here, because whereas coming to the test user 6, I have given only the module role, but whereas coming to the test user 5, I have given application role as well as module role. But in these particular two cases, I can't access the data inside that module, because each and every data representing the module is coming from the different table. Okay, so the data that is coming from the different table. So here, whereas coming to our instance, whatever the thing that you create as a table, okay, so whatever things that you are creating from the table, for each and every table there will be a unique role. Okay, for each and every table there will be a unique role. So now let me show you how I can go for the student role as well as how I can go for the faculty role, where I'm going to see that role and where is that role is being created. Okay, so for that, let me navigate to the tables where I can see all the tables in our instance. So search for tables, then you can find out. So we can find that particular tables module under the system definition application. Okay, so I can see the tables, click on that tables. So here I can see all the tables in our instance. Let me search for my tables that we created. One is students, one is activities, one is faculty. So let me search for student and faculty, because we already mentioned that in our modules. Okay, so before going to that, guys, before going to that, let me clarify you, I'm not going to access the data inside that particular modules after clicking on the module data from the different users. Okay, so let me go to the test user 5 or test user 6, anything is fine. So let me go with the test user 6, impersonate the user. Here, if I go to the all menu, let me click on the filter navigation and search for the application. XYZ Corps. Okay, so this is the application that we created. I can see the particular, I can see the modules as well as application when I'm searching for my application. But if I click on any module name, okay, I'm not getting the data that is there that should be represented on clicking on the module name, that is list of records. Okay, and also guys, yesterday I forgot to inform that what is this help text and how it has been useful for you. So when I'm placing my cursor on the application name or any module name, so I have specified the help text for that, right? Application, or rather if I go for the module, I can see my help text is been represented over there. So I can see the display of the help text, where that is going to help us to identify what is the data that is been displayed after clicking on that modules. Okay, so here if I click on the new module, it is automatically go for the new form of the faculty records. Okay, so if I click on the list of faculty records, then it will directly go to display the list of faculty records. Okay, but whereas also list of student records, but can't access data, because the role that is required to access the data inside that particular module, that is based on the table. Okay, that is based on the table. So whereas coming to the faculty table, that means we need to give the faculty created role. Okay. So if I go on to so if I want to go with the student, then I need to give the student role so that I can access the data inside that student. Okay. So now let me show you guys how I can go and check what is the role that has been created automatically when I'm creating the table. Then how I can give that particular role to the user and how I'm going to access the data inside that particular modules. Okay. So now let me close this impersonate user. So also guys, I want to inform you one more thing here. Let me go to the user menu. So whereas coming to this XYZ Corps, I can see my application has been there and as well as modules also. But if I search for students, okay, if I search for students, it is not displaying the students application as well as students module. Okay. So whereas coming to the system admin profile, okay, so where if I go to the all menu and search for my student table, that automatically display one application as well as one module for that, where I can access my list of records of a student. But here I can't see the student's application. Whereas coming to the faculty also, if you see, I can't access that particularly. Okay, I can't access that particularly. So now I will tell you, after adding the role that belongs to the table, what is the differences that you can observe for this particular test user 6 and test user 5. Okay. So let me end the impersonation and I'm going back to the system administrator profile. Guys, please confirm me whether you are able to hear me clearly or not. Is now it is clear? My voice is clear, right? Yes, thank you for the confirmation. So let me continue. So what I'm telling is like I want to access the data inside that module. So for to accessing the data inside that module, we need to get the table role. Okay, we need to get the table role of that particular module so that we can access the data inside that particular application. So how I am going to give that and where you can check the table role has been created and how I am going to give that I'm going to explain now. So to see the table role where it has been displayed and where it has been created, I need to go to the all. So let me search for tables here. Okay. So under system definition, I'm going to observe the module with the name of tables. Click on that. Then after you can see all the records. Okay. These are nothing but the tables inside our system. Now let me click on search and search for my table student. And let me search it once again with the label name. So you can see this is my particular So guys, please check me my voice as well as screen. Whether you are able to hear me clearly now, as well as screen is visible for you people, because my internet is good. See guys, I think my internet speed also is good for. Okay. So once again, please confirm me whether you are able to hear me now. Please confirm with the screen as well, whether you are able to see the screen. Okay, thank you. So, whereas coming to seeing that particular table as well as the role inside that particular table, so I have went to the tables. Just for that, I need to go to the all and search for tables. Under system definitions, I can see the module tables. Click on that. Then after, search for my own table that we created. So that is nothing but a custom table. Okay. So to access the data inside the student records, student table, so we need a role that is belongs to the student table. Okay. So to see that role, I need to go to the student object. Okay, so I'm in the student object. Then after here you can see we have three sections, right? One is columns where we are going to see all the fields inside that particular table, as well as we have application access where we are going to see the level of access that is being required to get the table. But whereas coming to this control section, so that is the second one. So here particularly we have an option extra. Okay, so that is user role. Okay, so here particularly for each and every table one role will be created. Okay, so for each and every table one role will be created, that is starting with u underscore, and then we need to identify the table name over there, then after underscore user. That is the role that is been created automatically whenever you are going to create your table. Okay, so to access this particular table data, that means whatever the data that is there inside that particular table, to access that, to create, to read the data, to edit the data, to delete the data, the role that is being required to access that particular table is this particular role that I'm showing now. Okay, so this role is been required to get the data inside that table. So how I'm going to add this role to the user? So let's see the, now I'm going to the all once again and search for the users. So you can see users module under system definition, click on that users. Okay, so now we are working on the test user 5 and test user 6, right? So whereas coming to the test user 5, this person also can see all the application as well as modules inside that, and test user 6 also can see modules along with the application. Okay, so now I am assigning this particular role. Okay, I am assigning this particular role, the student role, to the test user 6. So click on edit. Here, search for the role u underscore u underscore student underscore user. Click on that and add that. Then after, click on save. So whatever the thing that you do on the form, so I already telling that this from the starting of the session. So whatever the things that you perform on the form, please try to update that or save that on the form, so that it will help you to configure the data that you have created will be saved to the database. Okay, so now let me click on update. So particularly what we did is like we added one role, one student role that is already there for the table. That role is been added to the test user 6 so that I can access the data from the student table. Okay, so I will show that as well. Click on user menu, impersonate user. So going to the test user 6, click on impersonate user. Now we are going to check whether this particular test user 6 is going to access the table data or not. Okay. So for that, I need to go to the all and search for my particular application XYZ. Okay. So here, whereas coming to the list of faculty records, I can't access that because I haven't given the faculty role. Okay. Faculty table role. So whereas coming to the list of student records, I can access the data. Okay. I can access the data. I can create a new record. Even I can configure all the things from here. Okay. Let me sort this particularly so that we can see the first name, last name, as well as date of birth of a student. Okay. So also let me create one record from this, guys, and I will also show you how this be created by and updated by is been displayed for you. Okay. So now I have used personalized list to sort my list view. Okay. So this is a list view. This is a temporary list view that is been only used for test user 6, not for the admin. Okay. So if you create a list view, that will be applicable to the all the users. As for the admin, now we have used our own configure list view. Okay. So that is already displaying the records that are there in our table. Now let me create one record from as a test user 6. Okay. Click on new and then after specify the first name. So let me give that as rocks. Then after there is no mandatory fields here and student email is a mandatory field. I need to fill that. As well as we have one more mandatory field that is passed out here. So we need to fill this as well. Okay. So then after, let me click on submit to show that what is the thing that has been created and updated by. Okay. So here the share rocks is the particular student is been created in our student table. You can see in the updated by column or in the created by column, the test user 6 is the user that has been created this record, and the person who is updated this record also test user 6. Okay. So even this particular record is also going to display in our main instance as well, that as a system administrator. Okay. So, but if I go to the all and if I go for the list of records of a faculty, I can't access that because I haven't specified the faculty table role to the test user 6. So now let me ask one question. So how I can access this particular faculty table records, guys? So what is the role that I need to give to the test user 6? Okay, what is the role that I need to give to the test user 6 so that faculty 6 user can access the faculty table records as well? So can anyone specify the API name of that? That means you need to tell the table role with the specific terminology. So I got few replies. I'm waiting for more replies, guys, in the Q&A. Got the question, guys? So whereas coming to accessing the particular table data inside that particular module, okay, I need to specify the role that is belongs to that table. So what I did, I went to the tables and check what is the role that is being given to the table. So that is very easy. We can even remember that as well. So whenever you are creating any table, so let me take an example as demo 1. Okay, this is the table that I'm going to create. So for that particularly, if I want to check the role, then that role is been in this way, guys. That will start with u underscore, then after it will define the table name, then after underscore user. So for as coming to the demo 1, then what is the role that will be called as? That is u underscore demo 1 underscore user. Okay, this how we need to specify the and specify the role and identify the role for our tables that we create. So whereas coming to accessing this particular faculty data, the role that is been required to access the data inside that particular modules, that is u underscore faculty underscore user. Okay. So now let me give that to the test user 6 and let me check as a particular data as well. Okay, guys. So before doing that, so we have created one record as a test user 6, right? We have created one record as a test user 6. Let me go to the list of records in a student table. So this record has been created by test user 6. Let me open that and let me do some changes in this particular record. Okay, let me add the fee for the student and update. So here you can see in the created by section, okay, in the created by column, the user that is been created this record is test user 6 and the person who is updated this record is admin. Okay, this how you can check these particular columns will be automatically updated with the date, time, as well as the person who is going to create the record, the person is going to update the record as well in our table. That's why we call these particular fields as a system specified fields that all are already coming from our system whenever we create a table. Okay, so now let me go and give the role for the user to access the faculty list of records. So to access that, I can use the history, so I can navigate to the users very quickly. So go to the roles and give the role that is required. That role is u underscore faculty underscore user. So this role is specifically required to access the data inside that particular modules, faculty modules. Okay, click on update. So now let me impersonate to the faculty 6 user and let me show you how I can access this data. Okay, so click on the impersonate user. Then after I'm going to the test user 6, click on impersonate user so that I will see the preview of the impersonate user, that is test user 6. Now let me check. Now let me check whether I can access the data that is been there for the faculty. Okay, so for that, let me search for the application name XYZ and click on list of faculty records. You can see all the faculty records, guys. You can see all the faculty records. Now I will show you the preview of the list view also by personalizing this so that you can easily identify what are the list of records that we have. Okay. So this is the personalized list view that I'm going to use for the faculty as well. Okay, so that we can see the created by person as well as updated by person and the time zone of it. Okay, so you got it right, guys? How I'm going to access the data inside that particular module? Everyone, please respond to me. Got the clarity? Guys, if you have any kind of doubts, please ask me so that I'm going to explain that once again as well. Manikya, this particular concept is coming under data modeling. Okay, so in that particular data modeling, we are going to work on applications and modules. If that has been completed, we can go with the next one, guys. Please respond to me if you have any doubts. So to access the data inside that module, what is the role required? The role that is belongs to the table that is required to access that data for the module. Okay. So now I want to ask one question, simple question. So if I log into the test user 6, whether if I click on any module, I'm going to access the data, guys, from the table. If I click on the module names that I have created, if I'm going to see the data inside that modules as a test user 5, as a test user Y, as a test user 5, I'm going to see any data in the modules that we created. So no. Okay, why you are saying no? You are saying no? Any reasons particularly that person can't access the data? Yep. So Monica, that is the correct answer. So basically, we haven't decided or we haven't assigned the table role to that particular person. That's why that person can't access the data. Okay. So table role is not specified. Role is specified over there, but table role is not specified to access the specific data that is coming under the table. Okay. That's great. Yeah. So guys, can we go with the next topic that we go with? So that is coming under the data configuration. So today I want to discuss about the field dependency. Then after I will start explaining about the courses that you people need to complete, because most of you people haven't started the courses properly. So that is very important as coming to the classes that you are going to listen, because every day you people do have 2 more extra hours to work on the now learning platform. So that is self-based learning, right? So in that particular 2 hours, you people need to complete you need to complete the modules. You people need to complete the modules that are being assigned to you people. Okay, so that's the reason, guys. I'm going to show you how you are going to complete that as well. Then after, we will give one more task for you people to complete today. Okay, so can we start my topic? One more topic, that is field dependency, that is coming under the data configuration. So you can write it down. So data configuration has been started. In that particularly, we are going to discuss about the field dependency. So when I'm discussing about this, guys, I'm going to ask several questions, because this particular field dependency is worked on the choice data type. Okay, it is going to work on the choice data type. So basically, if you go for the choice data type, we need to work on a lot of things. I will show that as well. Okay, I'm going to show that as well. No need to worry. And also, I will do ask the questions regarding that. Okay. So, yep, I got responses from you. That's great. So everyone, please give the thumbs up so that I can start the next topic, field dependency. And I will also confirm that everyone got the previous concept that we have discussed, data modeling. I can see only 5-6 thumbs ups, guys, here. I think we have almost 500 plus students, right, in our class. At least try to respond to me, guys. At least try to respond to me. Yes, guys. So let me start one more topic that comes under the data configuration. So from today, we are going to start working on the data configuration. In this particularly, we are going to deal with fields, and as well as how we are going to manage the entire data that is been given for each and every table. Okay. So before that, so the first topic I told that we are going to discuss is field dependency. So what is this field dependency? How we are going to create this field dependency, and where we use this field dependency firstly. So what is this field dependency is like? So whereas coming to our system, so let me show the example before going to explain that concept. Okay, so let me go to the main admin. So now as I'm in the admin, let me go to the all here. Now let me search for the incident, guys. Okay, let me search for the incident table and click on create new. So here in this particular form, we already having one field dependency fields. Okay, in this particular form, we already having one particular field dependency fields. So what is this field dependency is like? Whenever we are going to, so whenever that particular field values are to be controlled by another field, there itself we are going to create field dependency. That means here we have two fields, right? One is category and one is subcategory. So if you see, the category has been automatically selected, that is inquiry as well as help. Okay, if you go to the subcategory of that, we can see only 3 values, that is antivirus, email, and internal application. Okay, if I change my category to different one, if I decided that my category should be software, then if you go for the subcategories, that is displaying only email and operating systems. If I change once again, then the subcategory will be different. Okay, so here here subcategory values. So what? So whatever the choices that are coming from the subcategory, that is being dependent on the category. So if I decide the category, then it will show the values that or should be displayed under that particular category only. Okay, so here subcategory choices has been defined, predefined, and it will automatically display the values from the category. Okay, got the point, guys? What is field dependency? Got the point? What is field dependency? So the creation of that particular field dependency also very easy. So we will take very simple example like state, districts, or country, states. Okay, so we will take that kind of an example and we will create that. Okay. So I will be back in a minute, guys. Please wait. So can you please provide field dependency definition? Guys, I already told that if you want to find the definitions for each and every concept, you can directly go for the ServiceNow documentation. That is a free documentation that has been issued by the ServiceNow people only. So you can directly search for docs.servicenow.com. It will give the production documentation link. Click on that. In that particularly, you can search for anything. Okay. So whereas coming to the simple terms, like if you want to give the definition from my side, so how you can express that field dependency and how you can tell that field dependency to anyone. So one field is going to control the So one field value is going to control the next field value choices. Okay. So that is nothing but, so field values are depending on the controlling field. Okay. So field values are depending on the controlling field. Here, subcategory is the dependent field and controlling field is a category. Okay. So controlling field is a category and subcategory is a dependent field. So now let me show you how we are going to create that, as well as how we are going to achieve this particular kind of a scenario. Okay, so to do that, we are going to the student once again, or let me do that in the faculty because we have less fields in the faculty, right? Now I'm going to create two fields, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to create two fields here. Form layout. One is states. That should be also a choice. And one more is districts. That is also a choice. Okay. So now you people need to tell me few states and a few districts under that particular state. Okay. So please be quick in the chat, guys. you people need to tell me few states and few districts under that particular state. Now, let me take an example of my state, that is Telangana, and the districts that are there in our Telangana is like Yadadri, Hyderabad, Secunderabad. Okay, so each and everything that that I told, there are districts. Okay, so now you people need to give some examples from your side, guys, so that I will mention that particular examples in our fields. Okay, so here one person is been specified. Andhra Pradesh is the state. So to add the choices also, we have two ways. I already told that. So you need to click on the states, and then after we can directly go to the config dictionary, or we can directly go for the config choices. Okay. So if you go for the config choices, it will automatically give the value for the label that you are entering over here. So let me enter Andhra Pradesh. Add it. Few more states, guys, please. So Kerala, I got one more different one here. So let me add my state also. Okay. So click on add. So now we have three states, right? We have three states. Let me save this. You can see if you click on drop down. So if I click on the drop down for the states, I can see the three states are visible now. Okay. Now, if you click on the drop down for the districts, I can't see any districts. Now let me add the districts as well. Let me copy this. I don't know the districts that are under Kerala, so that I need to copy this. Okay. And let me add few districts from Andhra as well. So let me add few districts from the Telangana as well. Okay. So let me add that. Okay. So these two are from Telangana, these three are from Andhra, and these two are from Kerala, guys. Okay. So now let me save this. So you can see if I click on district field, I can see all the districts that are available. But if I click on any state, if I choose Andhra Pradesh as my state, I'm seeing all the districts here. Okay, I'm seeing all the districts here. But if I go with any other also, the same thing is going to be repeated. But whereas coming to our topic, that is field dependency, that means if I decide any state, then it should display the districts that are belongs to that particular state. So now let me tell you how we are going to do that and how we are going to achieve that particular kind of a state. Okay, so for that we need to go to the child. Okay, so here consider that state is a parent. Okay, consider that state is a parent and districts is a child, and you can also consider that state is a controlling field and districts is a thanks states is a controlling field and districts is a dependent field. Okay, so we always need to work on the dependent fields rather than the controlling fields. Okay, so we need to go to the dependent fields. For that, we need to click on the field name, right click on the field name, then after click on config dictionary. So here you can see in the choices, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. Here I can't find any dependent field to be decided based on the state I'm going to select it. Okay, so I can't define as per now. To do that, okay guys, please observe the screen very carefully so that you can't miss it. So to do particular kind of a state, we need to go to the advanced view. So before going to advanced view, I can see only 5 columns here. I can't see any dependent column where I'm going to decide the controlling fields. Okay. So here I need to go to the advanced view. I need to click on the advanced view. So then after some of the extra sections is been added. Okay. Some of the extra sections is been added. In that particularly, you can see one section dependent field. Okay. So after clicking on the advanced view only, guys, you are going to find these extra sections. Okay. After clicking on the advanced view only, you are going to find these extra sections. So in that particularly, I'm going to go with the field dependency. So to view this particular field dependency, what is the controlling field? So that I need to be specified that. Okay. I need to specify the controlling field also. For that, I need to enable that particularly in the dependent field. Here, the dependent field is the districts. So here, I'm just going to the config dictionary of the districts. Then after, I'm clicking on the advanced view that is there in the related links. Now I can't see that. So after clicking on the advanced view here, you can see two extra sections has been added in that particularly one section with the name field dependency, that is dependent view. So I need to click on this use field dependency. Then after I need to decide which particular field should be a controlling field. Okay. I need to decide which particular field should be a controlling field. So let me click on this drop down and find out the field that is a controlling field. So here the controlling field is a states, right? Here the controlling field is states. Click on that. Okay. So click on that. So after doing that, it is not enough that you always get the dependent values based on the state that you are going to select. Okay. So we need to just view this so that we are going to decide the controlling field. After that, we need to personally define which particular states should be selected and which particular district should be displayed over there based on the state. Okay. So that will be displayed in the choices section. Here you can see in the previously we can't find this extra option dependent value. We can't find this extra option that is dependent value. Now you can see this extra option dependent value. Okay. So here I am going to add the APA name of the each and every state. Okay. So each and every state, so that I'm going to decide this particular state having these many districts. Okay. So before that, let me update this. So now I'm going to check the APA names of the state. So going to the states config dictionary. So here the APA name of the state is Telangana. Copy it, Kerala, copy it, and Andhra Pradesh. These are the values, guys, that are nothing but APA names. These are the labels that are going to represent on the form. These are the values that are representing on the back end of the choice that you have been represented over there. Okay. So we always need to copy the value rather than the label. Because we consider this as a APA name. Okay. So let's copy these APA names and then I need to specify this to the districts that should be represented. Okay. So now let me go to the districts config dictionary. Okay. So then after here, for this particular districts that I have, I need to specify which particular state is going to which particular district is going to belongs to which particular state. Okay. So whereas coming to first thing, Yadadri, that is belongs to Telangana. So let me define the APA name of that. Okay. So then after, if you go over the next one, Kurnool, that is belongs to Andhra Pradesh. So if I go with the Kesaragod, that is belongs to Kerala. So if I go with the next one, that is also belongs to Kerala. And next one is Hyderabad, that is belongs to Telangana. So if I go with the Guntur, that is belongs to Andhra Pradesh, AP. If I go with the next one, Anantapur, that is also belongs to AP. Okay. So After defining all these particular dependent values, I can see whenever I'm selecting any state in the controlling field, I'm going to see the districts that are belongs to that particular state. Okay. So now let me update it for particular configuration form. After, let me choose one state. So guys, let me update the form so that we can see the changes on the particular state. Okay. So now if I select any state, Andhra Pradesh, then I'm going to see specific districts under that particular Andhra Pradesh. Okay. I can see only specific districts that are coming under that particular state. And whereas coming to the next other states also, guys, if I go for the Kerala or the Telangana, the same thing is going to happen. So guys, everyone got the clarity how this particular field dependency is going to work and how we can achieve that particularly on our custom table. Any doubts regarding this particularly? So next after this, I'm going to create one more choice on the faculty table and I'm going to ask few questions for you people. You people need to answer that. Okay. So don't forget that we always need to go to the advanced view to create a field dependency. So that is the first thing the people do forgot. Okay. So whenever we are going to create a field dependency, we need to go to the child. That means dependent field. Okay. That is districts over here. Then after right click on it, go to the config dictionary. Then after specifically, we need to go to the advanced view. Okay. To see rest other sections. To see rest other sections that we have. So whereas coming to the rest other sections, in that particularly we can see section with the name of dependent field. One section with the name of dependent field. And then after we have we have one more column has been added to the choices, that is dependent field values. Okay. So whereas coming to the dependent field section, I'm going to use that particular dependent field section to unlock the field dependency. Then after I'm going to specify the controlling field over there. After that, I need to specify the choices also. I need to specify the values also. So let me clearly explain while showing on that screen. Okay. So let's coming to this particular state. Here we have created two fields. One is states and one is districts. And we consider that this particular states is a controlling field and districts are the dependent fields. So if you want to create a field dependency, we always need to work on the dependent fields. Okay. So here the dependent field is districts. Click on it, right click on it. Then after go to the config dictionary. So after going to the config dictionary of this particular field, you will see you can't see the specific actions as for now. So you can't see these particular sections as for I'm seeing now. So if you want to see these sections, extra sections and extra column that has been added to the choice. Okay. So if you want to see these extra things, you need to go to the related links. In that particularly, you will see advanced view. Okay. Advanced view. You need to click on that particular related links so that you will see these extra sections. Okay. In that particularly, we need to go to the dependent field. Okay. Dependent field section. Then after enable this use dependent field section and choose the dependent value. Okay. Choose the dependent field, that is the controlling field. Here the controlling field is state. Okay. So then after you will see one more extra column has been added over here. Here particularly we are going to specify which particular state is going with which particular district. Okay. So here particularly I need to map with the values, guys. Okay. Here the value has been there for each and every state, right? We can even change the value also, guys. But please remember that the value should be given, not the label. Okay, if you can change the value as well for the labels. If you change the label or if you change the value, don't forget to give the value that has been given to the label of that particularly. Okay, so always give the label. So we are here particularly we have gone with the state. Okay, so here the choices that I have added particularly. So here the particular choices that I have added that are coming from the state. Okay. So I have added the API names that are nothing but the values of the choices. Okay. So then after update that, you will see these things like here, the field dependency has been created. If I click on any state, I will see the districts that are belongs to that particular state. Okay. So this how the field dependency is going to work, guys. If you have any kind of doubts, you can ask me in the Q&A. Then after I'm going to explain you one more thing, guys. One more thing that is very important in the choices. Guys, please confirm me whether you are able to understood that particular concept or not. Everything is clear from my side. Sorry, everything is clear from your side. Got it? Please give me the thumbs up. Okay, so if that is done, let me continue with one more thing that you people need to remember, guys. So here, as coming to the choices, we have one more thing also. So let me give one small scenario, guys. Let me give one small scenario. Here, how you are going to achieve that scenario, please let me know. Okay. So if you have started creating the fields in your particular table or any other table that you created in your systems, you will definitely tell that that's this question answer. Okay. So here comes the scenario. The scenario is like very simple. The scenario is whenever, so I'm going to create one field called department. In that particularly, I'm going to specify few departments. Okay. So I'm going to specify few departments, and whereas coming to our particular person who is going to enter that data in our departments, if that particular is not able to see the department that he belongs to, he can manually enter the data inside that particular record. Okay. Is that possible? First of all, guys, is that possible? First of all, I need to see the specific choices for the record, sorry, for the field. Okay. I need to see specific choices. So let me take an example. Like if I go with the departments, I can see all the departments that we have there in the colleges, like CSC, AML. Okay. Next, DS, MEC, Civil, ECE, Triple E. Okay. These are all the departments that we have in our university or whatever the thing that you see. Okay. But if I coming to our creation, I forgot to create MEC and Civil. Okay. The person is going to enter the data. That person is belongs to MEC. Okay. Then that person should manually enter the data as well. Is that possible? Firstly, is that possible for the choice? We can enter the data manually because choice has a drop down, right? Choice do has a drop down. Is that possible to enter the data in the choices? Let me show that as well because we already created that for the student also. Sorry, let me search that in the all. if I go to the student form, guys, if I go to the student form, here you can see student department. I can see all the fixed choices over here, but I'm going to enter the data in my student record, but I'm not belongs to each the departments that I'm seeing over here. How can I enter the data over there? Is that possible or not? So here you can see all the different departments. So let me check. Here the chemical department is not there. Now as a student, I'm going to belongs to a chemical department. So as a student, how I'm going to enter the data? How I'm going to select the department? So is that possible to create that particular kind of a scenario or not? Yeah, Venkataramana saying yes. How, Venkataramana? Where you check that? Is it possible? And most of your people are saying that it is not possible, right? Okay. So now let me tell you that is possible, guys. Okay. That is possible. How that is possible and how we are going to create such kind of a choice where we can enter the values in that particular choice. Also, we can pick the choices from the list that we have in per that particular field. Okay. So now let me create that kind of a situation. Okay. For the faculty. Okay. So let me go to the faculty table here. So this is the new form of a faculty. For that particularly, I need to create one choice that you all know. So here I'm specifically using form builder. Okay. Here I'm going with form builder. That you people can understand different ways of creation of fields. That's it. Okay. Not only for this particular field I'm going to create in the form builder. Not only this particular field I'm going to create in the form layout. I'm not doing that, guys. I'm using all the different types that we have for the form so that you people can remember and understand that. Okay. So now I'm using form builder so that you can understand this way of creation as well. Okay. So to create a field here, we need to click on this add button. Then after we need to specify the field name, that is department. So let me keep it as department only. So that is also a choice because in that particularly, I'm going to add few departments as already. Okay. Let me click on this add, click on done. So whatever the field that is been created, that will be added directly to the elements, but that won't appear on the form. So we need to manually drag that particular field to the form so that that particular field will be visible on the faculty form. Okay. So now after adding this, I'm going to add the choices as well. Okay. So how I'm going to add the choices? You can check with the properties of a field. So you can check the properties of a field that is right side of the form preview. Okay. So after selecting that field, you can see all the properties of a field. Here, the label name is department and choice. It has been mentioned over there. We even can define the configuration of that particular label, that is a read-only or mandatory. We can set a default value. I already told that. We even can set a dynamic default value. So that means if I define a choices, it will automatically go for the different choices. Okay. So if I keep a default value, then it will always refers with the same value whenever you are going with the record creation. Okay. So rather than that, you also can create a field dependency from here. Okay. So now let me add the choices. So let me add the choices. Here I'm going to add the choices, guys. So one is CSC. Now next AI ML. This. Okay, these three are the choices that I have added, but our condition is like whether that particular faculty belongs to this condition, they can choose. Otherwise, they can manually enter the data in our departments. To specifically go with that kind of a scenario, here we can see multiple options that are there here. So here, show choices as drop down with none and suggestions. Okay. So whereas coming to the drop down, it will automatically pick the first value and it will go with the drop down that we have. That means you can see that as a category. So if you go for the category, always inquiry and help will be selected And whereas coming to the subcategory that is with the second option, drop down with none. That means if you're not selecting any value in that particular field, it will automatically pick none as the value. Okay. If it will automatically pick none as a value. Whereas coming to the third one, that is a different case here. Whereas coming to the third one, here one specific symbol is going to be created beside the field. Okay, one specific symbol is going to be created beside the field, and that particular symbol is going to help pick the choices from that particular field. And also we can enter the data in that particular field. Now let me show you how this particular suggestions UI 16 only is going to work, and apply this for the department and save it. So the entire thing has been done, guys. Now let me go press the page. Here you can see for the district and for the states, you always see the drop down. Okay, you always see the drop down because that are choices. But here the department is also a choice, but here I can enter the value manually. So here I can enter the value manually. So here the faculty can decide which department he is going to belongs to. Okay. And if that is not available in that particular suggestions, he can directly write his own department. Okay. So here you can see this particular bulb icon that is going to help to suggest some options that are belongs to the department. If I click on this, it will automatically display the choices under that. Okay, so I can pick from here as well. Otherwise, I can write manually and I can save. Okay, so this is the record that was created just now. You all can see. So got it, guys? How the different choices types that we can create and how each and every choice type is working on. Guys, please tell me whether you are able to understand that or not. Let me repeat that once again. Or okay, let me repeat it once again. I think most of you people got confused. Okay, so here I got a scenario where one field should pick the choices. Also, that particular field should manually take the values that has been entered. Okay, for that particularly, we can directly go with the choice data type. Okay, so here choice data type is helping us to the choice data type is helping us to pick a choices from the drop down. Okay, here the choice data type is helping us to pick a choices from the top down, right? But here, whereas coming to the department, that this particular department is also a choice, guys. This particular department is also a choice, and but here I can enter the values that I want if that is not there in the suggestions. Okay, here is coming to the suggestions. I can see all the choices that are there in our field. But if that particular choice is not matching with my department, then I can manually enter my own department as well. So for that particularly, what I did is like I have gone to the field configuration. So while creating the field itself, itself, here choice list specification will be there that I have selected as a suggestions. So you can select with three ways are there, guys, here. So we have three ways. One is drop down without none and drop down with none and suggestions. Whereas coming to the suggestions, it is going to work like this. We can see bulb icon has been going to be created beside the fields where we can pick the choices. Rather than that, if that is not belongs to you, we can directly manually enter the value also. But if you go with any other option, that is drop down without none or drop down with none. So drop down without none is nothing but, so what are the choices that you have specified, that will automatically pick the first choice as the default value. Okay, so here in our condition, always CSC will be the first choice for our every faculty. Okay, if that person is not belongs to the CSC also, that will be automatically picked as a CSC. Okay. But whereas coming to the second one, second choice type that we have, that is drop down with none. So it will automatically pick the none as a drop down. Okay. None as a department. So we need to manually decide which department that particular faculty is going to belongs to. You need to go to the drop down. I need to select the department that he belongs to. Then he can decide the department. Okay. So whereas coming to the third one, that is suggestion that we have worked on. Okay. Got the clarity? But here the value choices that I have added similarly for each and every choice that I have added. I can even add more choices also. Directly go to the config choices and I can add the choices. No problem. Guys, if you have any kind of doubts, please let me know, because from now I'm going to explain you how you are going to work on the Now Learning platform and how you are going to complete all the courses that are there, because I'm going to assign daily one course for you people, but I think no one has been completing that. I got to know that. Okay. So let me explain you that as well. So, and how you can ask your queries also. I will also tell that as well. So if that is done, guys, please let me know. Everyone got the concept that we have discussed today. The simple data configuration. So one is about the choice list specifications and one is about the field dependency. So we have discussed three concepts today. One, how we can access data inside the modules. Okay. One more is like how we can access how we can access choice list specifications for a particular choice that we are going to decide. And the last one is field dependency. So can I continue with the explanation of Now Learning platform now? Because you people need to start working on that. That is very important. And the people who are not received any credentials from our side, please contact to the support team. Okay. So everyone should get the Smart Interns credentials and we are going to track your progress from over there, guys. Okay. So yesterday I already displayed you how you can check the course that has been assigned to you people and how you can log into your courses. Okay. So now let me log into my Now Learning and I will show you. So you all know that Now Learning portal has been updated. This is the latest preview, guys. Okay. Now it will call as a Now Learning University. Okay. Now this particular Now Learning portal we call as a ServiceNow University. So previously we call that as a Now Learning platform. Now we call as a ServiceNow University, where each and every person creates his own university where he is going to work on all the courses that is going to work on. Okay. Now whereas coming to the courses that you people need to work on. So here are the courses, guys. Okay. I think I already shared few links for you up to eighth one, right? Up to eighth one, I have shared the links. So first one is the ServiceNow platform explained. Okay, so that is a demo video. And then after you people need to complete Welcome to ServiceNow. Then you need to start working on Welcome to ServiceNow Micro Certification. Then after I have told that introduction to generative AI. Okay, so here you can see, guys, each and every program is each and every course is not particularly on working on the task. Okay, so each and every course is not particularly working on the task. Some are like you need to watch the videos and need to attend the quiz. Okay. Some are like you need to watch the videos that are belongs to that particular course and need to attend the quiz. And some are different. Some are like you need to go with the ebook. Okay. So you need to go with the ebook and you need to manually work that on your instance. Okay. So whereas coming to the today's task that I'm going to do, that is this one, IT service fundamentals. So let me open this particularly in my instance, my Now Learning platform. So to achieve or to complete this particular course, you need to click on the start, then after accept the terms and conditions. So this will be same for everything, guys. Okay, this will be same. You need to click on start and you need to accept the permission conditions. Then after For specific courses, there will be a ebook. For specific courses, there will be instructions over there. Okay. Whereas coming to this IT service management, we need to complete the labs. Okay. So here we have a videos, guys. Here everything is in the video format. You need to watch the videos over here. Okay. So after completion of watching the videos, what you need to do is like you need to request the lab from here. You need to request the lab from here. Okay. I'm requesting a lab from here to show you how we are going to complete that. So here, after enrolling my account, like after enrolling this particular course, you people see that I'm going to receive one mail. Okay. So just now I have enrolled this course, right? I'm going to my mail. Here you can see 3 or 4 mails that I got. One is about telling that you have enrolled the ebook for the IT service management. Okay. So now let me open this particular ebook. So let me open this. So let me enter the credentials. You people also, sorry guys, you people also will receive the credentials for this linking library, guys. Okay. So in this particularly, you need to open this linking library. Then after you will going to see all the ebooks that you are going to work on. Okay. So the first thing that you have worked on is ServiceNow Administrator Fundamentals on Demand. That is the first one that I'm clicking on right now. Okay. So that is the previous course link that I have shared for you people. Okay, this is the previous course link that I have shared for you people that you need to complete. Then after you people need to start working on the IT service management fundamentals. Okay, so after clicking on, after searching for this, I'm also going to share this link in the chat box also, guys. No need to worry. Okay, after enrolling the course, you will receive one ebook. Okay, so whereas coming to the now learning, you need to completely watch the videos, and please watch the videos very carefully because each and every lesson is very important to complete these modules. Okay, complete this lab activities that you are going to do. Okay, so you need to request one lab from here. So it will be opening within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, it will take time, guys, no need to worry, but it will definitely going to create one own instance to work on this particular module. Okay, that is IT service management. Then after you need to open this particular instance, and here as coming to the ebook, let me go and refresh. So let me go with the latest one only, not this one. Now we are working on the ITSM, right? So let me go with the IT service management fundamentals. So from here, you are going to see sections as well as lab activities, guys. Okay. So whereas coming to the sections, in this particularly, you are going to find out the user story. Okay. In this particularly, you are going to find out the user story as well as entire real-time scenario of this particular modules that you're going to work on. Okay, and each and every task that you're going to do right. So for each and every lab activity, there will be certain tasks you need to perform. Okay, so before going to work on the task, you also will be got to know how that particular task to be done. So here in the sections, this particular sections will help you out to go with the content. Okay, so whatever the contents that you are seeing, okay, whatever the content that you are seeing when I'm sharing my PPT, that all are coming from this only, guys. Okay, so here from this particularly you are going to see all the content. Then after you need to start working on the lab activity. So if you go with the lab activity, so here the scenario will be explained and you need to start working on the steps from here. So then after you can check whether this particular operation is been done or not. Okay, this is the lab activity that you need to do. Here one more thing is, guys, like you can't verify the steps. Okay, what are the thing that you need to do here? So you can't verify this, but why you can why you are telling that you need to do this, like so this will be the practice modules for you to get a good idea on your instance. Okay. So for each and every lab activity that you are going to work on, that will be interlinked with each and either. Okay. Then after you also can see one user story is being continued with another user story. Okay. So by that way, you are going to learn how the entire structure has been designed and how the all the topics that we are learning is been useful in our instance. Okay. So in this particular way, you are going to work on lab activities, guys. So the lab activities for this per lab activities, you also see the time for this. So it will be completed within 10 minutes, and you also can request that lab from this place. Okay. So for each and every course, there will be a separate lab activities. Okay. So if you go for the welcome to service now, the courses, the instructions will be below the modules only. If you click on the module, you will directly see the instructions over there. But whereas coming to this particular ebooks, like whenever you are going to work on the ebooks, IT service management, or if you go for any other, the first one like system administrator fundamentals on demand. So if you go for that courses, there will be a ebook for you. Okay, there will be a specific ebook for you. So to work on that ebook, you need to request a lab instance from here. Okay, so you need to request a lab instance from here. Then you need to start working on that. So got it, guys? Sai, Amman, please wait for that. Okay. So if you mail just now, they won't get the reply just now, right? So they can't reply as for now. So they will check and they will reply because there will be hundreds of students. They are going to be contacting with them. Okay. So they need to reply to each and every mail. That will take time, but you will definitely get the responses from my side. Okay. So after receiving the mails, the username and the password, it will show that is invalid and the username. Lakshmi Satya, what you can do is like, I think what you did is like you have forwarded the password and you have changed that. So in that particular place, you can't access that. What you can do is like go to the now learning here. So in the now learning itself, so this is the ServiceNow now learning, right? So let me go back to the main page. So let me sign in. So I will do this before. Okay, let me call them and let me reply for your mails. Okay, so let me make sure that everyone will get the reply for each and every mail that you have decided. And what is the last date for the courses that will be completed? So you already received one particular calendar, right, guys? So I think you all get the calendar with the mails in the mail format. In that particularly, it is already defined. Okay, this is already defined. You all can directly go with that and you can start working on it. Okay. So Venkatramana, I will definitely share that course link in that particular Telegram group as well. So everyone should go and complete these courses until 9th one. Okay. So because tomorrow I'm going to explain three more courses, guys. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to explain three more courses because next three courses are very simple courses. So here the first four courses are also very simple courses that will be completed in 1 hour. And whereas coming to the eighth one and ninth one, it will take time. Okay. That's why I have given 3 days of time for the eighth one. But whereas coming to the ninth one, you can complete that in one day. So that means in 1.5 hour, 2 hours. Okay. That's why I told that you people need to complete this particular module today. Complete the ebook as well. Also, let me share the link for this particular course that you need to complete. Guys, even link is been shared in the Q&A, and also I will share this particular link in the Telegram group as well. If you have any kind of doubts, you can ask me. And I hope everyone is working on this particular now learning platform because this particular now learning platform has been tracked by us. Okay. So where already displayed in the yesterday session itself, we need to go with the Smart Interns platform. In that particularly, we are going to see two courses. One is for the now learning. One is for the sorry guys. One is for the tracking of NASCOM, that is nothing but included as learning modules, and one is for tracking the IBM courses that that you people need to complete. Okay, I think everyone completed IBM, but everyone left with NASCOM courses. So everyone is started working on that. That's good, but everyone need to complete that as well, guys, with the day-to-day particular modules. So in this particular modules also, while completing that, if you have a kind of any difficulties while working on that, you can directly ask me. Okay. What is the last date of course that we need to complete now learning platform? So that is around 14th, guys, 14th June. So at the end of the last session, like last training session, that is the 14th June, I'm going to give the last module that you people need to complete. But there will be some extension of the time. You people need to complete all the modules. I will let you know what is the time duration that has been given to you. But mostly you people need to complete with my sessions itself. Okay. So when I'm explaining the sessions, when I'm assigning some task for you, you people need to complete the task in that day only. Okay. So I will decide. I will also tell you like how much time it will take and how much time it won't take for single task. So whereas coming to this task, it will be completed in 1 hour. Okay. So you can start working on that. So start working on watching videos. Then after start working on the ebook as well. So please watch the videos very carefully, guys. Okay. Because if you watch the videos, you can complete the task very easily. In that particular videos, there will be a demo video. In that particular demo video also, one user story has been taken and one user story will be explained from the ServiceNow team. Okay. So how many courses do we need to complete this internship? So you can see that has been there in the NASCOM, right? So already that has been given for you people. So if you go for the NASCOM, okay, if you go for the NASCOM, you all will see the modules that you people need to complete. Now we are working on the ninth module, ninth course. So I'm going to share each and every course daily, right? But I have decided that the course that I have shared previously, that will take time. That's why I haven't given any extra task for you. So today you people need to start working on ITSM modules. Okay, that is ITM course. So I already told that how you can complete. You need to request a lab and you will also get the ebook access. And some of you people mentioned that you can't access the ebook or you can't access Venkataramana, if you are able to access Smart Intern's platform, okay, if you're able to access Smart Intern's platform, then go with the credentials, log into that. Then after, you will see internships option, right? Internships option. Click on that. Then after, you will go with the access and resources. There itself, you will find the first thing, courses. If you click on that, it will directly navigate you to the NASCOM platform, where you have registered with your mail ID and the courses that has been assigned to you. Okay. So if you are facing any kind of difficulties to complete this course, guys, like complete this particular courses that has been assigned daily, so please try to contact me. Okay. So please try to contact me so that I'm definitely going to help you. Even I will make sure that a Telegram group will be open for all. So previously, why it was stopped is like, so most of the people are misusing that particular group and making the different use of that. So that's why I stopped it personally. So I will make sure that that will be enabled for everyone, so that everyone can ask the doubts and everyone can clarify their own doubts. Okay. So guys, we have 10 more minutes. If you have any kind of doubts, please ask us. So regarding the topics, maybe regarding the now learning platform, you can directly ask the doubt. Can you share the link? Yep, I'm going to share once again. The link has been shared in the Q&A, guys. Please check that. This course to be completed today. Okay, you people need to complete this particular course, that is IDSM. Okay. So in smart entrance credentials, how to activate the course. No need to activate the course, guys. Directly you can enroll it, right? So yesterday I have displayed that. So let me show that once again for you. So this will be the preview for you people to log into your smart interns. Okay. Then after enter the credentials. After logging this particular portal, you people will directly go with the internships here. Then after you will see what are the internships that you have done. Here you need to go with the ServiceNow administrator, access the courses. Then you need to go with the course. Okay. So from here you need to click on start learning. It will directly navigate you to the NOSCOM. Okay. There you need to enter the credentials and then you need to complete that. Thereafter coming with the learning resources. This is for the IBM course. Okay. So you need to click on start learning. It will directly navigate you to the IBM course that is already completed by you, most of the people. If you are not, please complete that as well. Okay. The college provides ServiceNow platform credentials and we completed them. Now, can we complete them with smart credentials? Yeah, you can complete that using smart internet credentials as well. Whereas coming to the college thing, I think you people don't receive these many courses, guys. So you people receive only 3 or 4 courses. But whereas coming to this, particularly, this particular portal is going to provide most 22 courses for you, almost 20 plus courses for you, so that you can complete and learn a lot of things. Yeah, Venkataramana, let me explain you that once again. So, whereas coming to this list specifications for the choice, we have 3 types. Okay, one is suggestions, one is drop down with none, and one is drop down. Whereas coming to the suggestions, I can enter the value. Okay, I can enter the value, and I also can pick the value from the choice. Okay, so whereas coming to this drop down with none, so it won't pick the first value. It will automatically display none as my choice. It will automatically display none as my choice first. Okay. So if I save the record also, there will be no issue because it is picking none as my choice. Whereas coming to this drop down, if I select drop down directly, then automatically first value will be picked over there. So whatever the choices that you are going to enter in that particular choice data type, so the whatever the first value that you are entering over there, that will be picked as a choice for the record. So if you save the record, then for that particular field, automatically first one will be the choice for that. Okay. I want smart intent processor. Okay, so smart intent process is very simple, guys. Let me share the link as well. Okay, let me share the link of accessing this particular core smart intent portal. Okay, so I think you already received through the mail. Okay, if not, please check with the link. And if you're not able to receive the course credentials or accessing for the smart intent credentials, you people need to contact the support team and make sure that you can complete this particular process. Okay. So after clicking on this particular link, you people directly navigate to the login page, guys. Okay. Then after you need to enter the credentials. Okay. After entering the credentials, you need to click on the internship. Then you will see the courses over here. Here we are working on the ServiceNow administrator, right? Click on access resources. Okay. After clicking on the access resources, we will directly go with the these pages. Okay. So this is the introduction. Then after we will go with the courses that we need to complete, and this is the learning resource. Okay. So in the courses that we need to complete, we will directly go with the now learning courses. Okay. That is with the help of NASCOM. Okay. If you click on the start learning, it will directly navigate me to the NASCOM platform. In that particularly, the course is been assigned with you. You already enrolled for that course, right? Through NASCOM. Okay. So that will be directly navigated from here. You need to link with that with that credentials. Then it will be helpful for you to complete by using this smart internet platform. Okay. So whereas coming to the IBM also, that will be same here. So you already completed this IBM course. You need to click on that and you need to check that. Okay. That is all about it. Okay. Yep, I can share my LinkedIn profile once again in the chat. Let me share that. So this is the LinkedIn profile, guys. You can check it out. Um, Navakrishna, if you are not receiving any credentials from the Smart Interns mail, please try to contact the support team. Otherwise, please check with the registration course. Okay. So whether you have registered for the AppShe course or not, please check that first. Then after, try to contact the support team. If that is done, you can directly go with the Smart Interns and please tell that this is the course that I have registered for. I haven't received any mail from you to access the Smart Intern platform. Then they will definitely proceed with the further process. Guys, I think that's all for the day. Okay. So I think most of you people understood the concept that we have discussed today. And if you're not, please watch the recordings that will be given in the Telegram group. One link is already shared. I'm also going to post that link once again. Okay. So please watch the recordings and please try to perform that activity that has been done in the class. Okay. Also following with that, in this particular 2 hours that you have, you people need to complete the link that I have shared with the Now Learning platform. Okay. I already explained you how you are going to complete that as well. Please try to complete that as well. Then we can go with the further modules from the Now Learning side. And while working on the Now Learning, if you have any kind of queries, you can directly post that in the Telegram group. I'm going to available. So I'm going to enable the chat in that. So please use the Telegram group properly, guys. Okay. Avani, I don't have AppShe link. So you can directly search that in the Google directly. Madhulata, what is the thing that you forgot for? Like for the developer account, for the now learning platform or smart interns? Which one? Okay, name of the course you want. Okay, let me share the name of the course also, guys, for you people. It will be easy. This is the course name, guys. You people need to complete today. You can directly search in the now learning platform and you can start working on it. If you are not able to access this course through link. Okay. So that's all for the day, guys. Bye, everyone. And we will discuss one more project tomorrow. So everyone should come to the tomorrow's class as well, because we are going to work on different project. So every Saturday, you already know that we are going to discuss one project. So previous week, we have discussed about the seamless transformation of a ticket for a company, right? So tomorrow we are going to discuss different project, and in that particular tomorrow class, you people also going to build one project for you. Okay. So I hope everyone will do join in tomorrow's class as well. And that's all for the day, guys. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.